Alright, this is a tutorial on how to power your Mark 50 using USB power directly into the wall. And you'll see it is lit up right now. It's not that bright because the window is open, so you can see the whole figure. But otherwise it's just as if you were to have it with the batteries in. And this is kind of doing it at your own risk, but it's really simple. I've done this for all my figures. So I'm taking off the back hatch. You can see all the wires. This is the main hub where all the cables go, and I use double-sided tape just to hold things in place. And you can see there's a wire that goes to the arms, each arm, each leg, and then the head. And I am using basically simple supplies that you can get on Amazon or eBay. And everything goes again to the center, but I'm going to show you the head right now. The head is simple. You basically have the wires feeding up through the head. Take off the 4 screws. You can open up the head, but what I do is I wire the cable about 6 or so inches, put it in the battery compartment, drill the hole, and then feed it through the bottom of the helmet. And then I do 6 inches or a couple of inches for each arm. This is the main power cable. You can use any cable, but your standard USB 2.0, you strip it, use the positive and negative wires, and that's basically it. You're going to also use this type of wire. This is the best wire. It's bendable, it's thin, and what I do is I use a silver Sharpie, mark one of the wires, and then of course cut 2 lengths, the same length, and I twirl them together, and it works really nicely. It's very clean, and you can see that kind of on the back, duplicated multiple times. This is a shrink wrap. Use a lighter or heat to basically shrink it. Comes in a package like this, $5 or so. And I've of course wired a lot of stuff, so you can see all you do is basically attach the wires, then you use that shrink wrap to cover up the exposed cables. And this is the resistors. I use a 100 ohm resistor, or on the paper here it shows 100R. You can buy a whole pack of these, but basically I use 100 for almost every single figure I've done. Calculate it on ledcalc.com to find out how many LEDs you have, and of course the power source, which is typically just the USB. And over here, again, just the back, you're going to see the leg compartment off, and I run a single cable up each leg, and then it goes to the main center, and then I connect those wires, and then I create basically a battery out of plastic or Teflon, cut it to size, and I solder each end a positive and negative, and then the main power just goes up and connects to those positive and negatives in the main battery compartment, and that's basically it. Powers the whole thing, and you can use it in the wall, and you see each cable going to arms and legs, and that's basically it. Everything is nicely lit on the figure, just like it would be if you used the batteries. It's a very simple setup instead of having to buy expensive reactors for it, and you can do this yourself. It takes a little bit of time. It took me about 4 hours to wire this one because I like to make everything neat, and it's like twirling the wires and everything, so it's a nice little project for an evening.